Hi. So, good news. My laptop is fixed. Also, I'm back home now. Um, so I should hopefully be getting back on track with my AMVs, although I'll still be using Movie Maker. I do have the iPhone 3. At this point, I'm just using it for music because I can't get Movie Maker on there because it needs a front-facing camera. So that'll be interesting. But, or Movie Maker, iMovie. I want iMovie back. Anyway, Movie Maker. For now. I'm actually getting pretty good with it. Not as good as some of the others. I've seen some other people's stuff is amazing with Movie Maker. I don't know how they do that. But I'm getting there. Anyway. I guess we'll get to AMVs. There was something else that I wanted to tell you about. I forget what it was, so we'll go through the AMVs. I had that one day where I kind of spammed, actually it wasn't even one day, it was 3 days in a row. I did like 12 in 3 days because I was bored and I could. And I was just sitting in a room doing nothing. So it's like, why not make AMVs? So I did that. But the first video since the good news last time was for Fruck, Gone, Gone, Gone. That one took me a couple days to make because I had to save pictures, and the only chances I could get was like when my grandmother wasn't around. So it was like, because she didn't know I was using it. I ended up telling her that I was using her computer for AMVs. She didn't care. The next one is for Bungo Stray Dogs, This Is War. That song jumped around so many times. I was originally going to use it for Attack on Titan, and then I think I was going to use it for Hetalia, and then I finally settled on to Bungo Stray Dogs. My next one is for Atsushi, Kunikita, and Dazai, Missing You. I loved that AMV. Honestly, one of my favorite ones I've made. It's kind of showing like the friendship between Atsushi and Dazai, and then Kunikita and Dazai. Because Dazai helps both of them out a lot. And I've only seen the anime right now, so I can't go based off stuff from the manga. I'm hoping to read the manga soon, but I need to get it first. But yeah, so that one, I love that one. My next one is for Bungo Stray Dogs, Clocks. I don't know why I chose that song for that fandom. I just kind of was listening to it. It was like Bungo Stray Dogs. That was how that worked. And then I made it. People like it. Alrighty. I'm not too overly fond of that one. I don't know why, I'm just not. This son is really annoying and screwing with my video. Fuck off, son. Sorry about that. There we go. You can actually see me without glare. Alrighty, so the next one is for Atsushi, Fireworks, because he's always constantly battling with, like, self-appreciation, like he hates himself. And so I guess I kind of made that as like, no, you're amazing, you're adorable. Baby tiger, he's adorable. Tiger cub. The next one, this one was a lot of fun to make. For Russia and Belarus, One Way or Another. I was originally planning on doing something else with that one, and then I was like, nah, that doesn't fit. So it's like, I really want to use this song though. So I was scrolling through the comments on the lyric video that I was watching, and someone, because I'll listen to the watch the lyric videos on YouTube so I can see the lyrics and try and figure out them, like, so I actually know what's going on in the song. And someone had commented that it was like the song of the Yanderes. And I realized that it fit for Russia and Belarus because Belarus is always trying to get Russia to marry her. And I'm like, yes. So that's how that became a thing. That was fun. My next one is my very first Black Butler one for Book of Circus, Welcome to the Show. That one was fun. It didn't end up being how I wanted it to be. I wanted a bit more of like the circus type stuff, but I couldn't find the scenes, and yeah, it just wasn't working out for me. But it ended up coming out pretty good, and it's my first Black Butler one, so I'm pretty happy with that. Hopefully there'll be more. I do have another one on my list. I just haven't gotten to it yet. My next one is for Fruck as well. Please Don't Leave Me. That one was cute. I guess it was kind of, in the song, it was kind of like England admitting that he hurt, like, this is how I perceived it, that he hurts France, and, like, he doesn't know why, but every time he's around him, that's just how he acts, but he needs him. He needs that support from him. So that was kind of my aim with that one. The next one was a literal, like, because I could one, for, Sans and Papyrus, Spooky Scary Skeletons. I heard that song, and Sans and Papyrus. They're skeletons, and it just went. It just did. So I made it. The next one is for Bungo Stray Dogs, You're Gonna Go Far, Kid. That one was originally going to be for Atsushi, and then I started making it, and I was like, this kind of just fits for the agency in general, and even just Bungo Stray Dogs in general. So I did that, and it came out great, and I love it. The next one is for US UK, because it's been a while since I've done a US UK one. When was the last year? Okay. It was a while. It's been a while since I did US UK. Just the Way You Are. That one was adorable. I liked that one. The next one. Before I say this one, I don't ship this. I do not ship this ship. It just fit, though. It's for, Prussia and Austria, Pros, or however you pronounce the ship name. Cooler Than Me. Because those two, I don't really have to say much. If you're an Italia fan, you know what I'm talking about. The next one is for 2P Italy, Poor Unfortunate Souls. I'm kind of disappointed in myself for that one, honestly. I feel like I could have done a better job with that one, and I just really wasn't trying. I think it was late at night, too, and I was just, I don't know. I wanted to move on, I guess. I don't know. But that one didn't come out as great as I wanted it to, which is unfortunate. The next one is for Etsushi, Castle of Glass. This is the second AMV I've used for this song. I love this song. The first one was for Matsuda from Death Note. My precious child. But I felt like this one fit Etsushi again for the reason that he's always constantly battling with his self-appreciation. He feels like, you know, he's just a crack in this castle of glass. The next one is for Tamaki and Haruhi, Home. That one is probably one of the longest ones on my list. It's been there for a while. And I'm glad I finally got around to making it. It was really cute. And Tamaki and Haruhi are adorable. All my friends always say I'm like an actual living representation of Haruhi. I could pull off Haruhi too. The only problem is I don't have brown eyes. That's pretty much the only thing. And then the last one is for the Italia Revolutionary War, Tainted Love. Now, the reason why I didn't put it as US UK is because since I was little, I've always pictured that song as more of like a son to like a mother or something. As like being, when I was young I ran to you, but now I'm leaving you, sort of thing. That's kind of how I've always pictured that song. I know that's not really how it's supposed to be, and I guess it's just me with this thought, but that's just how I pictured it. And so that was my aim going into it, was that sort of relationship. How when growing up, America would always run to England when he needed help or he needed comfort, whatever, you know, when England was actually around. But now it's the Revolutionary War and he's leaving him, and he needs to be away. He's running away. So that was my goal with that one. Alrighty. So those are the AMVs. I think the other thing I wanted to say is actually a big announcement. So if you've made it this far into the video, good for you. I don't think a lot of people get past the AMVs. If you do get past the AMVs, just like comment, let's say, write pineapple. I don't know why pineapple, just write pineapple in the comments if you get this far. So then I know who actually gets these announcements that I make after my AMVs. I will do that from now on. Write pineapple if you get this far. Right, big announcement. So, on September 13th, that's in just a couple weeks, it will be officially 1 year of me making AMVs. My goal was, I know I already said this in the video, but now that my computer's working, I'll be able to use Movie Maker to make the AMV that I originally talked about in the last one when I said bad news. About fixing the very first AMV I ever made for Legend of Korra. But I also want you guys to pick one for that. We'll have like a poll or something. You can comment below. I'll read off the list of what I have, or a list. I don't know. I'll probably just read my full list. You guys can comment the ones that you want me to make, and I'll do that as like a big thank you for everything. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna read those off now. I just gotta pull up my list. It's kind of a long list. Just a fair warning. There's 70 songs. Alrighty. So there's also a couple of them that I'm not sure on. So there are ones that I've got like that's like could be one or the other. And I'll let you guys decide that. Like if someone wants, like my first idea, Landslide for America or Face Family. You guys can comment Landslide with America or Landslide for Face Family, something like that. And then we'll figure it out, stuff like that. Next one is New Divide for America, and I'm thinking maybe Revolutionary War Period. I'm not sure. You guys, again, can be like, yeah, Revolutionary War Period would be cool. Whatever. The next one is Please. For American England, also again thinking Revolutionary War Period. I just like Revolutionary War Period. The next one is Irresistible for Michaela Hiakia from Awari no Seraph. Number 5 is Through the Ghost. Originally I had that for Mika Yu. But I want to know what you guys think I should do for that one, because I just have it right now as Some Ship. I don't know what I want to do for that one. I just know I want to use that song. I love that song. And it fits well for ships. So, based off A, what I read off on the list, and B, maybe some of the ones I've made in the past, you guys can kind of just let me know, like, hey, this would be good for Gurren and Shinya, or this would be good for US UK, or something. Let me know. We'll see how it goes. If you want that one, that is. Number 6 is for Echo, again for Mika. 7 is If I Die Young, for Hetaoni. I like feels. What can I say? 8 is I'll Be for US UK. And that one's a question. I'm not really sure if I want to keep that US UK. So you guys can, if you think there's a better ship that one will work for, let me know. Number 9 is I Wouldn't Mind for Makoto and Haru. Number 10 is Count on Me for Makoto and Haru. I love that ship. I'm so Mako Haru trash. Number 11 is Young Volcanoes for Free. 12 is Hero for Steve Rogers. For Captain America, I was going to do that on his birthday, but then I didn't. Because I was busy and working and I just couldn't get to it. Number 13 is What I've Done for Seven Deadly Sins. That anime is great. I know a lot of people trash on it because it's a Netflix anime, but it's really good. The next 14 is Bring Me to Life for CL Phantom. I've told you I had another Black Butler one on here. Number 15, and I'm not sure if I want to keep this for this fandom, How Far We've Come. I'm thinking either Attack on Titan or Bungo Stray Dogs. So you guys can let me know if you'd rather it for Attack on Titan or Bungo Stray Dogs. Number 16 is Something Big for Hunger Games. 17 is To the Sky for Free. 18 is Until the End for Hetaoni. 19 is This Is Halloween for the Magic Trio. 20 is I'll Make a Man Out of You for the Axis Powers. And that includes like Austria and Hungary and Prussia, not just Japan, Italy and Germany. 21 is Gaston for Prussia, because, come on, it's Prussia. 22 is A Whole New World for Austria and Hungary. I ship Hwasong. I ship it. 23 is 1,000 Years for Amy and Rory. And I know that's a really used one, but a lot of the times the song doesn't fit for the ship. And I don't know, it's like, I've waited 1,000 years for you. And Rory has waited 1,000 years for Amy. So that's kind of why I want to use that song for them. 24 is Always for Destiel. 25 is Hallelujah for Dean Winchester. 26 is What If God Was One of Us for Chuck, because he's God! I still need to see the new season, but my friend told me. He's God. It's official. Sorry if I'm spoiling shit. He's God. I knew it. I fucking called it. 27 is Hear You Sing for Hetalia. If you don't know the song, look up Hear You Sing by Christopher Duffley. He's amazing. Oh my god. I can't believe this kid. This kid's doing more with his life than I ever had. He is blind and autistic. And he blind and autistic. And he sings and plays piano. And I've seen him live. Because he's a Christian singer. Hear You Sing is not a Christian song. At least it doesn't sound it. But it's a really good song. So I would, if you don't know it and you think it might sound interesting, or if you're thinking of recommending that one, definitely listen to it first. It's a good song. It's not on, I don't think it's on iTunes or whatever. I've only ever found it on YouTube, and that was one video. So, yeah. 28 is You're Beautiful for Prukan. 29 is Hero for US UK. 30 is My Wish for America. 31 is What Hurts the Most for England. 32 is I'm Moving On for America. I have a lot for America and England. I don't know why. I just do. America's one of my favorite characters. America's my baby. I love him. I used to hate him, but I love him. 33 is Let It Hurt for America. 34 is Whenever You Remember for US UK. And no, I don't say You Suck. I say US UK because, I don't know. I think it's just the fact that America and England are abbreviated as US and UK. So it just, I don't know. US UK for me. You Suck, US UK. It's the same thing. 35 is Teenagers for 2P America. 36 is When You're Evil for 2P Italy. 37 is We Are Champions for Hetalia. 38 is Stressed Out for Canada. 39 is Dark Side for Prukan. Fucking OTP. 40 is Stay With Me for Fruck. 41 is Just Give Me a Reason for Fruck. 42 is I Am Iron Man for Tony Stark. 43 is A Girl Worth Fighting for Axis Powers. I have started that one. I haven't finished it, but I did start it. I also, if I remember correctly, started or at least getting pictures for what was it? If I Die Young for Heta Oni, but that was right when my computer decided to break. Yeah, my luck. See You Again, the non-rap version. I've already done one with the rap version. I want this as the non-rap version for Prucan. 45 is Summer of 69 for Punk England. 46 is The Way You Love Me for Prucan. OTP. 47, I'm thinking for this one, it's the cup song. I'm thinking Fruck. It could also be US UK, I guess, but I'm not really sure. So you guys let me know. Would you rather US UK or Fruck for that one? 48 is Stitches for Fruck. I blame my sister for all the Shawn Mendes on here. She's infected me. 49 is Wild One for Hungry. I had already made that AMV. And I had uploaded it, or I was in the process of uploading it, and then my 5C died, and it won't fucking turn back on. I am really upset about that. Because that AMV, I love that one. So, please don't recommend it. Because I want to make that one on Movie Maker. Or iMovie. So, it's out there. If you want to see it, then sweet, I'll do it. But I'd rather make that one on iMovie, because I made it on iMovie before, and I really liked the way it looked on iMovie. Oh, it's a birthday AMV. Treat You Better. Another Shawn Mendes song. I'm going to fight my sister. These songs are great every single time I play here. But that one's for US UK versus Fruck. I'm not sure which way I want to lean towards. If I want to lean towards Fruck or lean towards US UK, you guys can let me know which one you would rather see. Would rather. I can't talk. Would rather see. Don't 52 is Don't Let Me Get Me for Prussia. I thought that fit. 53 is So What for the Bad Touch Trio with their respective ships. I'm thinking Fruck, Spamano, and either like Prussia and Hungary or Prussia and Austria for that. So, you guys can let me know if there's a different ship you think might work for them for that song. But if not, then that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. 54 is Thinking Out Loud for Jurita. I love that ship. They're so cute. Jurita's so cute. Why do I keep looking over this way every single time? I'm like, yes, I keep looking that way. I'm weird. Number 55 is Cheerleader, the Pentatonics version. Pentatonics is a, if you don't know, a cappella band. And can I just say that one of those guys, I think it's Mitch, can hit higher notes than me. And I'm a chick. We're usually known for being able to hit high notes. How? Men have high ranges too, apparently. I don't know. They usually have deeper voices, so it's easy for them to go deep. But that guy can hit high freaking notes, and it's amazing. I don't know how he does it. I don't. But he's great. Pentatonics is cool. Oh, that one was for US UK in the card verse. 56 is Blow Me for Fruck. Now, before anyone says anything, it's a Pink song, and it's Blow Me One Last Kiss. So don't get your minds in the gutters, kids. The one last kiss is a parentheses thing, so I usually keep out anything that's in parentheses. I might add it in just for safety reasons, because that song sounds like it would be like, yeah, that. Mind out of the gutter. Alrighty. For 57, piece by piece, I'm thinking doing like a, that's a song by Kelly Clarkson, and I was originally going to use that for Face Family, I think, but then I realized it didn't fit properly. So I think I ended up going more towards, Dean and his father's relationship, and then when Cass comes along and that sort of thing. So I guess it would be Destiel, but I don't really know how I'd name that. But yeah, so there's that one. If you think there'd be a different one that fit better for Piece by Piece, please let me know, because I want to use that song, but I don't know what to use it for. That's just the filler. There You Go is 58 for Fruck. 59 is Rich Kids for Oron. Probably more obviously towards Haruhi. 60 is Beautiful, the Christina Aguilera song. I didn't know that song was sang by Christina Aguilera until I looked up the lyric video. Yeah, I didn't know that. Apparently, I'm probably one of the few people that didn't know that, because I don't listen to Christina Aguilera. I'm not a big fan of her. And I didn't know that was her. And I've always loved that song. But that's for Canada. 61 is Tenerife Sea for Oshung. 62 is We're Taking Over for America. 63 is This Is Not an Apology for Oshung. 64 is I Won't Give Up for Brucan. Shit, why do I have two 64s? I miscalculated. 65, I'm going to fix this, is Boulevard of Broken Dreams for Desai. 66, is 7 Years Old for Akutagawa. I might hold off for that one until after season 2, because there's not a whole lot of scenes that I can find and use for Akutagawa for this song. So I might hold off till they add a bit more, and I'm not sure how that's going to go in season 2, but I'm willing to wait and take the risk. Take my chances. So, again, if you really want to see it, recommend it. I've already tried making it once, and I couldn't find anything. So, skipping 67, that's 67 now, because that's a birthday AMV, that'll be out soon. 68 is Undone for America. 69, again, this is another one I might wait till after season 2, hoping to see more relationships between them, but it's for Bad Blood for Chuya and Desai. I don't ship it. I honestly don't ship anything except for Atsushi and Kyoka from that show. I'm weird. I'm falling back on shipping. I'm just I still ship the stuff I ship before, Destiel, Prukan, stuff like that. But when I get into new shows, the first thing I do is not, oh, I ship you guys now. I used to be that kind of person. It was bad. Actually, I really was never that kind of person, but I don't know. I was weird. I shipped a lot of stuff, but I was never oh my god, they're shipping. That kind of person. I just shipped a lot. 69. I can't talk. 60, actually that's not even 69, that's technically 70, because I wrote my numbers wrong. 70 is Famous Last Words for Homestuck. I am falling back into hell. I blame my friends, they dragged me back into this hell. 71, my last one on my list, is Life is Beautiful. And I'm thinking for John Egbert. Again, my friends dragged me back into trash. I will fight them later. Also, me and my friends decided that we're going to do casual cosplays for them. I have John type glasses that are not actual glasses. I'm not going to be able to see shit, but it'll be the first day of school. So I'm going to do my casual John cosplay and try and convince everyone that my name is actually John. Because apparently I can pull off a dude. It's weird, but I can. The only issue is my voice. Because I have a feminine voice. And I cannot do guys' voices for shit! Oh well. I'll just try not to talk so much. Except to meme because I'm John, and to make puns because I'm John. If I see someone wearing Crocs, I am not going to hold back from going, what are those? Because I'm John, and John is meme trash. You know he would be. He's meme trash. Me and my friends discussed this. Who would be the meme squad? John is the one that does not hold back. And he just goes on and on. Unless Dave's there to be like, dude. And then there's Solix is on there too. Dark is also on the meme squad. Who else was on the meme squad? Roxy, but she would be like, what is those? Or what is these? Stuff like that. She screws it up and Dark's like, no. Roxy, no. I can't remember who else was on the meme squad. Gamzee. Gamzee was on the meme squad. Because I remember Carcat couldn't escape the memes. Because he had Solix and Gamzee. And then there's the people like Jake, who's like, when someone goes, what are those? He's like, those are my shoes, guys. Jake and Jade are both like, guys, that's my shoes, what's going on? Yeah. We've gone in-depth conversations with these kinds of things. We accidentally turned it into a high school AU. Whoops. Yeah. Putting ourselves in as well. It's fun times. These are the things that go on with me and my friends. I'm Tavros' twin sister. One of my friends is fucking Dave's twin sister. And my other friend is Cockat's twin sister. And then my last friend, she doesn't usually get into much of the talking with us. But she's Jade's sister. I don't think we ever decided if it was twin or not, but she's Jade's sister. But yeah. Fun stuff. I have weird conversations with my friends. But they're fun. Anyway, so that's the list. Remember, you can comment ones that you want, the one you want me to make. I will tally up the votes, and I'll make the most popular the most requested one. That's what I'm trying to say. Alongside the remake. Now we've got till September 13th for you guys to comment, so get commenting. That's August 24th. It's Nier's birthday. Happy birthday, Nier. I can't make a video for you because I don't have an idea, but happy birthday. This is my happy birthday to you, Nier. King Sheep's birthday. So, there's the thing on my keyboard. Anyway, I should probably go. I have to finish cleaning my room since I just got back from Kansas yesterday. My mom got me 2 freaking, like, you know those big TJ Maxx bags? Yeah, 2 of those full of fabric. And it's not just any fabric. It's the kind of stuff you use for interior designing. Like pillows and stuff like that. Like decorative pillows. Mom, I can't use this for anything. I can use it to practice because I just got a sewing machine. Oh my god, I'm so thankful for that woman. Random woman I met in Walmart. I've always had to hand sew things. I've made a couple things hand sewing. I've made a cloak for my France cosplay and a cloak for my Pippin cosplay. And I had to hand sew them because I don't have a sewing machine and I couldn't afford it. Sewing machines are expensive. Even the cheap ones are expensive. But this woman, she was an older woman. So nice. We met her in Walmart. I was buying fabric because I'm making a coat for Pirate France. I've never made a coat before. How does one sleeves? I need to get a pattern still. But, I was getting fabric for that. And we were waiting in line for someone to come cut the fabric. We're at Walmart. And I've got the shittiest Walmart in the world. Don't even argue with me. It is. Unless you've been to the Walmart in Plastow and can tell me for a fact that you've been there and you know of one worse, then don't even bother arguing, because that Walmart sucks. But, we were waiting in line. I don't know. We ended up getting up talking. And I mentioned offhand that everything I made was with hand sewing. So she pulled me over and she was showing me some of the sewing machines, telling me like what brands are good and whatever. And my mom ended up pulling me away for a second because she had found a pattern, but they didn't have it in stock, of course. And so I went back over and, you know, I thanked her for letting me know this stuff. And my mom was like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I didn't mean to pull you away. And the woman looks over at me and looks at her. She's like, I have an extra sewing machine if you want it. She had extra sewing machines lying around her house from when her and her friends would sew. Or something, or from a job, I think. It was a job. She had a bunch of sewing machines. And she let me have it. And it's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. I'm a teenager. People look at teenagers and go, ew. I'm 17. People go, ew, when they see me because I'm a teenager and I'm going to screw shit up. I don't know. People are weird. But this woman, with the kindness so much kindness, gave me her sewing machine. It's a Singer sewing machine, and so, I mean, it's not one of those super high-tech expensive ones, but it's a sewing machine. I've never used this. The last sewing machine I had was when I was 5 years old, and it was one of those cheap Bratz sewing machines that was not cheap to buy, so my mom said, because she was the one that bought it for me for Christmas. And you could pretty much get 1, maybe 2 uses out of it. 3 if you were lucky. And that was the last time I used a sewing machine. And it wasn't even me that used it, my grandmother did. That was how I taught myself how to sew. She was trying to teach us how to use a sewing machine. I picked up a needle that had thread and started sewing. Just, ooh. It's like, Grandma, I sew? She's like, yeah, actually, you are. That's how I learned how to sew. Not even kidding either. That is exactly how I learned how to sew, word for word. I don't know how I remember it, but I do. It's one of the few memories I have from when I was such a little kid. But yeah, so I didn't get the chance to use it before I left because I got it before I left for Kansas. But it was days before I left. So, I'm hoping to pull it out. It's right over there. It's in a bag. She gave me like this nice bag to keep it in and everything, and she's looking for one of those, asking about with one of her friends for one of those dress models for sewing, and I'm just like, oh my god. Like, she doesn't know me, and she's being so kind. And I'm so thankful for her, because now I'm actually going to be able to make stuff. I'm going to be one of those people that show up at cons with amazing cosplays that they can be proud of and say, I made by hand. And I'm psyched about that. I still don't know what I'm doing for Halloween, though. I got a few ideas. I might do Pirate France if I get done in time. I'm also trying to do a gender-swapped Kunikita from Bungo, because my cousin wanted to do a gender-swapped one with me. I don't usually do gender-swap. I usually just do normal. I've only ever cosplayed gender swap once. That was the 10th Doctor back when I was in my freshman year. I'm a senior now. Or going to be on the 30th. Which is Kunikita's birthday. I started school on my favorite character's birthday. How weird is that? But, yeah, I'll be a senior. I'm not ready to be a senior. But yeah, so Halloween freshman year was the year I did the one and only gender swap. And that was because I had long hair. I don't have long hair anymore. I can get away with not doing that. It's a pain getting wigs on with long hair. I've done it before. I had to do it on my own all the time. That was difficult. Thank you, Donna, for helping me with that. But, yeah. So I might do that. I gotta get a wig for him, though. Also on my list is Belarus. But she's gonna take a while, I think. Although the one that's gonna take the longest is probably CL. Because I'm actually pretty good at role-playing CL. Surprisingly. So, yeah, I'll be cosplaying him at some point. And then I've also got my, my god tier that I would love to cosplay. I'm the Maid of Breath. So, I'd love to cosplay that. I need long white socks. I hate long socks. Or I can just do leggings or something. Or tights. I can do tights. I don't know. I gotta get something. But that one I'm also gonna have to make. So that one might not happen for Halloween, but it's really not that difficult. Like, this is the picture, if it would, reflecting in the sunlight. Stop reflecting. It's not gonna work. I think it's just the phone. But, whatever. It looks like John's, except the maid outfit. That's pretty much it. So I want to do that one too. We'll see. I need to get the fabric for that, and I need to figure out how to do dresses. I need patterns. Sorry. I have to make that like whole cosplay. That one's gonna be difficult. I mean, I could probably get away with buying blue pants, but I feel safer with the making them. I've never made pants before. All I've made is cloaks. So this will be a task. Because everything I'm like, yeah, I gotta make dresses and coats, and I'm just like suddenly jumping full into this. Shit. I make bad decisions in life. Anyway, sorry for dragging this out for 42 minutes as I rant again. I always do that. I apologize for that. Anyway, I meant to leave about 20 minutes ago. Thank you to everyone. I'm at 71 subscribers now. So thank you all for that. At least last I checked I had 71. Actually no, I think someone subscribed to me last night. So I'm at 72, I think. I can check. But still, thank you everyone. Why is this not loading? Try to check shit. There we go. Yeah, I've got 73 subscribers. I stand corrected. 73 subscribers, and my Gurn and Shinya video is now at 191 likes. We've got 9 more, and we are at 200 likes, guys. It's also got 2 dislikes, but hey, not everyone can be happy with everything. So 9 more likes on that video, and we will be in the 200s. Imagine that. I don't know how that video ended up being so popular, because the next most popular one has like, I don't know, it's like 51, I think, was left. Yeah, 51. There's a big gap between 191 and 51. Over 100 there, 140 likes. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, so thank you everyone for liking my videos, for commenting on my videos, for subscribing. I do this for you guys. Again, if you have any recommendations for any videos, and if you guys think of one that you want me to make, you guys can recommend it. It doesn't have to be one that's on my list. And if I can't make the ones you guys want, for that, I will try and get them done as soon as I can, maybe for special occasions or something. You know, a Christmas gift or Halloween, or actually Halloween is Elle and Farad's birthday, so I get to do something for them. I have to think ahead. New Year's birthday jumped up on me because I haven't been around, so I just got home, literally just looked at my calendar about 45 minutes ago. Realized it was New Year's birthday. I went, oh shit, it's New Year's birthday. Whoops. I need more ideas for a Death Note for AMVs. If you guys have ideas for Death Note AMVs, let me know. Because Death Note's difficult one for me to think of. I don't know why. I have difficulty with Death Note. I need to rewatch Death Note. But yeah. So thank you all. You guys are great. I probably would not have been still doing this if it wasn't for you guys. Yeah. Thank you. And I guess I'll talk to you guys soon. Hasta la pasta.